President Uhuru Kenyatta says the government will continue to invest in equipment, technology and training for law enforcement to ensure they can cope with modern-day challenges. But as Leila Mohammed now reports, the country is not just worried about beefing up its internal security, but has an eye on the goings-on in the region as well.
The security of a nation is only as good as the men and women who man its borders and patrol its cities. And this involves giving them the right tools for the job.
Indeed, just this morning we sat in the National Security Council and we approved for additional equipment, especially to our special units like yourselves, for body armor, for vehicles, for weaponry.
President oversaw the handing over of new lecture halls, barracks, integrated communication center and staff houses, while pointing out the importance of modern technology and cutting-edge training to deal with emerging security threats.
We recognize the importance of security in the realization of peace and sustainable social economic development. And this is the reason I have paid particular focus on the security sector since coming into office.
But while Kenya is beefing up its internal security, the regional threats are also top of his mind.
In the last 10 or 20 years, there's always been a delicate balancing act between how much should Kenya be engaged in the region and how much should it focus on its own issues internally. But those two issues are not mutually exclusive. There are things that have to be done at the same time.
Kenya recently hosted a delegation from the government of Ethiopia on the rising tensions in the Tigray region, with thousands fleeing the fighting, finding refuge in neighboring Sudan.
It has a responsibility not only to ensure that the problems in the neighboring countries do not spill over, but that also the internal problems in those countries are resolved.
But while Kenya's northern neighbors have often presented a security challenge along the country's borders, security analysts are of the view that Kenya should pay closer attention to the political upheavals in Uganda and Tanzania. A truckload of arms confiscated in Malaba on its way to Uganda yesterday raised eyebrows within security circles.
If in fact belongs, for instance, the government of Uganda, then the government of Uganda has legitimate right to import weapons. It's a landlocked country. And I think the challenge comes when the consignment belongs to private individuals or private actors who are non-state actors. That can pose a big challenge, not just to Uganda as a country, but actually to Kenya itself.
The president has pledged expanded medical and housing schemes for police officers to improve their welfare. Leila Mohammed, NTV.